keeping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On tap is what should be a pretty good matchup between the New York Jets and the Baltimore Ravens. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Baltimore Ravens. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season, Week 17, is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Darnold. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Darnold. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
A first down throw, Darnold. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll make it a second down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Darnold now to throw. They'll find Everett there, complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. That's going to be caught by Crowder. It's a Jets touchdown. Jamison Crowder hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go! Come on. We got tight left. Kill. Let's go.
Foles. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Holding offense.
So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Gerald Everett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And the Ravens taking the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
19 yards there on the catch and run.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
57 to Mike. Watch the run, watch the run.
Now Foles to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 41, Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Darnold from the gun. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
Partner, when you're playing cover two, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
This is the tight end, Njoku. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Darnold, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Gerald Everett, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tucker with the extra point. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just 1 play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Defense.
So that flag will cost them 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
On first down, it's Darnold. And he's taken down trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Matt Judon in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. To try again after the sack. Darnold. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Third and long, it's Darnold. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Darnold. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. To throw is Darnold. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To the air again, Darnold. Nice move at the 5. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Come on.
Darnold to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Good work, boy. Let's go. Let's go.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guy.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Watch the run.
This is Mack on the counter. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. 7 yards there and a first down. So we've come upon... There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up the third down.
50 seconds. Mike, 50 seconds. Check.
On third down, Dobbins. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Foles. He can run for it, and he will. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. He's going deep for Brown. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 54 yards. Sometimes the one-handed catches are unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches, they actually work on them with defenders jostling them in order to keep their concentration and haul it in.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. 2nd and 4. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. From 4 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
So we got 3 of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on third down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Hey, Mike 7. 57's a Mike. Watch 57. Come on, D. 57's a Mike. 57's a Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. 57's a Mike.
On 2nd and 11 now. Foles. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 81 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Tucker with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. This Jets offense heading back out there now, led by Sam Darnold. He has been solid. His team, on the other hand, trailing right now on the scoreboard, but as we get a look at the highlights, he's been good. He's been very good and continues to be so. And you see great evidence of that as we watch the highlight reel. He's trying to figure out what more it's going to take to rally his team to try and get them back in a position to win it. We'll find out if he can do just that as we continue. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work. It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Darnold. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Jet first down.
50, quit talking about it and bring it. Check nickel. Let's go, boy.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Mack off the draw play. And an alley to run. There he goes right side. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Marlon Mack with touchdown number 7 on the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC. For the moment, they're on top of their division, projected to host a wild-card game in the first weekend, but nothing is set in stone. There's a lot of shuffling that can still go on here. They haven't even clinched a playoff berth.
A lot goes into that one word you use, doesn't it? But. You're exactly right, because nothing's clinched. So that means another win is necessary, being able to play to the best of their abilities, because they can go from where they are right now to right out of the playoff race. If things go in the wrong direction for them, they've got to take care of business.
Oh, here we go. Oh, kill. Whip. Water. Watch the whip. 55. Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Foles. His throw incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll set up to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a...
Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Another try after the first down sack. Foles. And that'll be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They'll run on 1st down. Mack. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Marlon Mack with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Still a lot to be determined in terms of their final seeding. We do know they'll be in the playoffs, but in what shape, what capacity, we're not sure. But here, ready for a sports cliche, and then just take them one game at a time, right?
And they have to. And look, the thing about cliches, they've been proven over time. All right, we know that. So, yes, take it one game at a time, but make sure that there's no let-up, no getting off the gas, right? No mental letdowns, because each one is important for them to accomplish their goals.
Now he'll let it go, and this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play, long touchdown pass into the end zone. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Calais Campbell able to record his 5th sack of the season. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Back to throw, Darnold. Complete to Jones. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Foles ready to lead this offense. Down by 7. A little under a minute 50 remaining. Their 4-game winning streak in great danger. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Raven first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 74 yards. As they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes.
Yes, it was a touchdown, and not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays, the long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now it's Darnold. He completes this one to Mack. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a 3-yard gain. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Now it's Darnold. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. That'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Darnold now to throw into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. On first down, it's Mack. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. Seconds to go in the game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run the counter. Carry there, 2nd and 8. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. The last. This thrown quickly out to Jones. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on. Now Darnold. And it's caught by Herndon. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Chris Herndon with 6 seconds remaining. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter,